Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today I'm going to be going over my top 10 songs list and songs by the Small Faces. So yeah, they're a great 60s band, really like underrated like as well. So yeah, I will just get started with my top 10 songs list. So at number 10, I'm going for the song Green Circles, what appears on this album here, Small Faces Greatest Hits. This is at the later years, like 67 through to 69. And yeah, Green Circles is a really fantastic song, very psychedelic. Yeah, just a really fun, really creative track there. And then at number 9, I've got the song Here Comes the Nice, which was the A-side like to that single. Like Here Comes the Nice, like had a couple of like different B-sides like for like different countries, of which Green Circles like was one of them. I think Here Comes the Nice is like a really fantastic song. Like again, like quite poppy and that, but like a really like strong melody, slightly sort of like drugs related sort of like lyrics and that to it, but it's a really fantastic song. Love it a lot. Here Comes the Nice. And then at number 8, another one from this album here is the song Get Yourself Together, which I think was also like another B-side to Here Comes the Nice. But yeah, a really fantastic song here. Like the Jam like do like a great cover of this live, and just like a fantastic song that Steve Marriott's vocals on it, stunning as always. So yeah, Get Yourself Together would be at number 8. It's all too beautiful. It's all too. Best out at number 7, I'm putting their song Itchy Q Pop, probably one of their most popular songs, just a true 60s classic, this track here. I don't want to use the word dated with this song here, but like you can very much tell that it was sort of like mid-60s sort of psychedelic song of that, especially like the drum sound. Yeah, like it's got like this sort of early like flanger like effect like on like the drums. Really interesting song like musically and that like production wise. It is just a really great tune there. I'm looking for an open door. Okay, so now moving away from this album here, at number 6, I've got the song The Autumn Stone, which is from this CD here, which is called The Complete Collection here. And like, yeah, this is like an outtake from, I think, like a final album, what like they were due to make, but like was like aborted, and that. But this is a brilliant song, very beautiful, just really nicely played like on like the guitar, beautifully sung like by Marriott again. Just a really lovely, beautiful track, I think. I'm living for today in my mind's eye. Now at number 5, one of their earlier songs now from this album here, going for the song My Mind's Eye, which is just a fantastic song. I mean, like it's very short, just about 2 minutes long, but it's just a really fantastic track. Like again, like the Jam, like another like one of like my favourite bands, like they do like a fantastic cover of this. Like of course, like massively influenced like by like the Small Faces and that. And like they're just such a cool band as well. Always top form, like with like the clothes and that like they were wearing, like and like whatnot. And like the music like was great as well. My Mind's Eye, just a real fantastic, really catchy song there. I'm only dreaming. So now going back to this album here, and like I'm going for the song I'm Only Dreaming at number 4. This was the B-side to Itchy Q Park, and I believe it or not, like I actually do prefer this song. I just think it is beautiful. It is like a slightly slower sort of ballad-y type song, but like it's just so beautiful, like lyrically, like sort of vocally, like as well. Just a lovely little song there. I'm Only Dreaming at number 4. I'm happy just to be with you. That's now at number 3 now. The only song what I am picking from this album here, Odd Guns Not Gone Flake, going for the song Afterglow. And yeah, for me this is just like one of their like absolute classics. Like it's got like such a great vocal on it. Great like arrangement as well. Like the playing is like so brilliant like on this track. just a really fantastic song for like a very interesting, slightly weird, like oddball album here. Takes like a little bit of like getting used to this here, like, and like that's why like some of like these songs here, like they don't rank like among like my absolute favourite Small Faces songs, but like there is still some like absolutely cracking material like on this album here.
Yes, it's alright.
And now at number 2, going for the song All or Nothing, again from this album here from the beginning. Such an amazing classic track, All or Nothing, a #1 hit for them. Just so brilliant, like the band playing on it and that, like again Steve Marriott's vocal just like absolutely stunning on it as well. Yeah, just a really fantastic song, like as good as like anything like the Beatles, the Stones, the Kinks, or the Who were like putting out like around this time, like better than like a lot of like their material. Like actually I think just an absolute classic 60s track there. But now my #1 choice is going to the song Tin Soldier here, one of like the latest singles, I think sort of like late 67, early 68 this song came out, and just such a again amazing song. Like the band are playing really like well on this, especially like the organ work like on the song from like Ian McLagan, just stunning. The drumming as well, Kenny Jones drumming, really fantastic. And like also like on this track we get like vocals from like P.P. Arnold, like she sort of like sings it like with like Steve Marriott and that. Just a stunning track, and really like amazing. Like not one of like their biggest hits, like chart position wise. I think like what's like number 9 or something should have been like a massive like #1 hit song, because it is just so amazing, I think. Okay, so that is me gone over my top 10 Small Faces songs list. They were a really fantastic band like in like the 60s. Like they were only together for like a really short like period of time, like about 4 years. Like they really like changed and like evolved their sound and like musical style like over like those 4 years. They were quite like unlucky band as well, like in some ways. Like I mean, firstly like they were signed to like a like notorious like record manager, like a guy called like Don Arden. Like he would also manage ELO like and like get them into like a lot of like financial like problems like as well. Like he basically got them like a deal where like they were getting like 0 like royalties. Like they were only like about sort of like 17-18 years old like when like they made like the first singles and that, so they really didn't know like any better. They were like exploited like by him like greatly. So when like they broke up like as well, like they went in like slightly different like directions. Like Steve Marriott like formed like a band called Humble Pie with like a like then unknown guitarist called Peter Frampton. Like Humble Pie, like they had like a little bit like off like success, like especially in like America. Like however, like when they broke up, and like Peter Frampton went on to become a huge selling like mega star, like with his album Frampton Comes Alive. Like his success like far outdoing that like off like Humble Pie, and like Steve Marriott would rather sort of like fade away like from like the musical scene like altogether. Like the other guys like in like the Small Faces kept going looking for like a replacement for Steve Marriott. However, like they couldn't find it like in like one person, so they got 2 in. Like again, like 2 like then like relatively unknown artists like by the names of Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood. Like they went on to become Just the Faces, and like again like by like the early 70s, like Rod Stewart's like solo career success of that was like far like outweighing that like off like the Faces, and like they very much became just like a backing band like for Rod Stewart, which kind of like annoyed like Ronnie Lane and like the others, and that like Ronnie Lane like left like I think in like 1973 like or 1974. Like the other guys would leave like sometime after that. Like and then like to make like matters worse for them, like Ronnie Wood, like the guitarist like in like the Faces, would like join the Rolling Stones and like arguably become like more popular like as being like a member of the Stones like rather than like a member of the Faces. And then, like, as like we know, like Ronnie Lane, like very sadly, like contracted MS, like for like the last like 20 years, like of his life. He was living with this terrible illness, like made it very hard for him to sort of speak and like communicate with people, and that like he couldn't write songs, like couldn't sing like anymore. Real shame. Like there's a great like documentary like on like his life on like YouTube, what like I would like recommend watching. Really great, like really interesting watch like about his life. And like very sadly, both Lane and Marriott would die within like only like a few years off each other, like during like the 90s, like absolutely penniless because they weren't getting like royalties from like the Small Faces hits. Like it was like a really like sad story at the end, like off like the band, and like the last like 30 years or so like off like their lives. But yeah, I hope you have like enjoyed this video. Like I would like urge you to check out like the band, especially like this has some amazing like B-sides like and like singles on it, and this was quite cheap like on like Amazon. So yeah, that's the Small Faces. I would like to know some of your favourite songs of theirs, and I will see you all next time for the next video. Goodbye.
You better find me. Close your eyes and I think you'll see. Hey, hey, it's